What's up, guys? Back with another video. I'm gonna talk about the patch notes real quick before we go into maintenance with the new Magic update with Tier 4, Doctor Strange, new character Man-Thing, Tier 3, Sister Grimm, and Transcendent Dr. Voodoo. So, alright, we're gonna get to the patch notes. Alright, so we see new hero, and this one's a big one. It's pretty dope. So we're finally getting a free-to-play character, not a 2 weeks. Not a character in the future past, a free biometric selector character. So if you have like a free chest and you pick a combat, you can pick Man-Thing, boom, free to play. So that's really dope. So as you can see, it's selectors. You can craft in the crafting, or you can get in the store. So that's really nice. All right, so his leadership applies to all allies. It does have debuff removal. What debuff duration by 30%. You have a 30% increase of HP. His tier 2 passive gives him super armor, 50-40 skill damage bonus damage. His 4-star passive does decrease damage by 30%. He does have the Wolverine heal, Deadpool, Omega Red. So that's pretty dope. His first skill has stun, second skill has burn, snare, incapacitation, increases basic damage received by 30% to villains, and he does have a new passive called Panic, so we're going to have to see how that works. So it's kind of like Fracture, but we'll have to see how that is. His third skill has stun, and he has immunity damage. The fourth skill has snare, Panic again, all defense down, 30% chance to penetrate, a 60-30 frenzy buff, which is pretty nice. All right, and his fifth skill has burn, bleed, 70% chance to miss attacks. He has panic again, paralysis, a barrier up to 10 times per 5 seconds, and he does have accumulation. So it's really nice for Man-Thing. I'm ready to play this guy, see how he does. All right, and the 3 heroes that's getting new uniforms is Doctor Strange, Sister Grimm, and Dr. Voodoo, and they're all 1,050. So that's 3,150 crystals if you do have it. So, all right, so Doctor Strange, his uniform effect does have crit damage increased by 35%, guaranteed crit rate if you still have a CTP rage like I do. He has a 40-35 skill damage bonus damage. His leadership still applies to all allies. 45% increase of energy attack and ignore dodge by 20%. His tier 2 passive, he has time freezing, and for himself gives himself 55% increase of energy attack and decreased damage by 40%. A little bit of PvP. His 4-star passive gives him chain hit damage and 100% chance to penetrate, barrier, shield, and all damage immune effect. The first skill has stun. Second skill has snare, removes all buffs and paralysis, and it does still have reflect, so it is very nice. Now the third skill has paralysis, all defense down, all damage immunity, and he has accumulation. The fourth skill, he does have a V-pad now, so he has a V-pad, so which is dope. He has burn, stun, and silence, and he has a 25% heal, invincible, and increase all basic attack by 60%. And the fifth skill has stun, incapacitation, and he has a 60-30 frenzy buff. So Doctor Strange is looking pretty nice, pretty nice. All right, now the newly tier 3, and you could probably say she looks like Shadow Shell. So all right, Sister Grimm with the Runaways uniform. She stays a blast. All right, her uniform effect has chain hit damage by 15%. Her leadership creates an energy shield equal to 60% of max HP. Then her tier 2 passive, she has 45 skill damage bonus damage and damage decreased by 35%. Her 4-star passive, it applies to all magic allies like Doctor Doom, and let me see, Morgan Le Fay, Doctor Strange, I think Man Thing has magic. Dr. Voodoo, anybody that has a magic tag, they recover 10% of HP and removes all debuffs when debuffed. So that's very nice. So that's a pretty good support passive. Her first skill has fire damage of energy attack. Second skill has burn and paralysis. Third skill has burn, stun, and silence, and a 60-10-10 frenzy buff, and a 100% chance to grant all damage immunity. Fourth skill has stun, incapacitation, and another 20% heal, and invincible. And the fifth skill has burn, incapacitation, paralysis, and increase of all attack by 50%. So everything looking pretty nice for Sister Grimm, especially the support passive for all magic allies. We'll have to wait and see how that works. Maybe for Otherworld Battle, never know. And Dr. Voodoo with the Strange Academy uniform, which he looks very, very dope. His uniform effect includes to all allies, ignore dodge by 30%. His leadership is all debuff removal, all debuffs by 40%, and it increases all basic attack by 30. So we're looking at a new Dispatch King. So it's pretty dope. If you don't have the winter uniform for Black Cat, which does cost money, so Dr. Voodoo looks very nice for Dispatch. If you haven't done them all, his tier 2 passive is a 90% chance to immune to fire damage, 50-45 skill damage bonus damage, 4 skill, decrease all basic attack by 30% when attacking an enemy with poison. And then we have a 20% heal, also in his 4-star passive. The first skill has poison and stun. Second skill has snare. Third skill has burn and silence with a 100% chance to grant all damage immunity. Fourth skill has poison, mind control, incapacitation, all defense down, invincible, and a 40-25 frenzy buff. And the fifth skill has poison, snare, incapacitation, all defense down, another 25% heal, which is very nice, and a 0.8% accumulation. So Dr. Voodoo looking pretty nice also. Can't wait to play this guy. Alright, and Doctor Strange tier 4 is just a basic increase all basic attack by 50%, which is normal. Kind of blah, but it is what it is. Tier 3 Sister Grimm. Her tier 3 does burn, freeze, and paralysis, and ignore dodge rate by 80% with an 80% chance to penetrate, and it has accumulation. So we can check this out right there. Looks pretty nice. Alright, and like I said, Dr. Voodoo and Man Thing are getting a potential transcendence, so which is very nice. Alright, we're gonna check the skill out right here. That's gonna be sick. Oh man, that's gonna be sick. I'm ready to transcend both these guys once I get them. Alright, so now we got some new content, which we have a team up collection, which is very new. So once it comes into the game after the update, I'll make a separate video about this. So for right now, we're going to just talk a little bit about it. So as you can see, we have 3 team up collections: Midnight Suns, Sinister Six, and X-Force. And the team ups are, for Midnight Suns, we have Doctor Strange, Scarlet Spider, Iron Fist, Ghost Rider, Blade, Moon Knight, Man Thing, Dr. Voodoo, and Wong. Sinister Six is Doc Ock, Mysterio, Electro, Kraven, Vulture, Sandman, Green Goblin, Venom, and Lizard. And then X-Force, we have Cable, Warpath, Domino, Wolverine, X-23, Storm, Angel, Deadpool, Nightcrawler, and Bishop. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not going to get too much into detail about this. I would rather do this in-game when it's live, but this is going to affect the characters that are in the team up. So it's not going to affect all your characters but only the characters in the team up. And probably the strongest one will probably be X-Force, because you have Wolverine, Storm, and Cable. So, and those are like what the 3 tier 4s that are in there. Then probably your second one will probably be Midnight Suns, and then Sinister Six. So these are going to be effects that target those characters. As you can see, we have increase of all basic attack by 1%, and then when you get to level 10, you'll get increase all basic attack by 16% and additional pierce by 2%. So that's going to be very nice, and that's like on each character. So, and then once you get it all the way up to 18, the little wheel, where is it at? The little wheel right here. Once you get it all the way filled, it goes up to 18, and as you can see, it goes up to increase all basic attack by 40% and increase additional pierce damage by 10. So if you get it all the way up to 18, your Doctor Strange, your Wolverine, Cables, Doc Ock, stuff like that will have an additional 40% all basic attack and an extra 10% on pierce. So if you have 25% pierce like I do, they'll have an extra 10, so that's 35% pierce, which will be very, very nice for like PvE or PvP content. So like I said, I want to try this out. Once it's in game, then I can get into more details about it, because I really don't want to read it and kind of bore y'all guys. Alright, then we're going to have some game mode reward improvements. The first clear reward for story mode ultimate has been improved, and the rewards have been improved, such as tier 4 materials, 3-star artifact, and uniform upgrade ticket mythic have been added. So once you clear story mode one time, you will get these rewards, so which is very nice. So if you haven't done story mode yet, don't do it until the update. I've done story mode because I'm used to doing story mode once the reset starts. So I'll get those tomorrow, hopefully. So alright, then we're gonna have some changes to the Otherworld Battle Premium Battle Pass, which never buy that. I ain't never bought it. So the swords are kind of blah. After I did it, I never thought about them again. Alliance Tournament. My Alliance is not an Alliance Tournament, but well, we do Alliance Tournaments. They did change the rewards for those. The regular, as you can see, after you're going to get, like, if you're in first, you get 10 million gold, which is very nice. 2 Mythic Alliance Tournament chest, and so on and so forth. So that's very good. And the least gold you can get is 2 million, which is very, very nice. An Alliance Tournament. Let's see. And here go the rewards right here. As you see, Heroic, Legendary, and Mythic. Where Mythic, you get an Awakened ISO, a 6-star Enchanted Uru, 6-star card, and tier 3 and 200 Soul of the Fountain. And it goes down by each chest. And they did change for Multiverse Invasion. Instead of getting ISOs, you would just get boost ISOs, so that's a little bit better. The new artifacts for Sister Grimm, Man-Thing, and Dr. Voodoo are kind of okay, it is what it is. But Sister Grimm's is ignore dodge rate by 20% and increase basic damage dealt to enemies with 50% HP or below 25. Man-Thing is kind of like Gilgamesh and Juggernauts, where it recovers 60% of HP and it increases max HP by 60%, so which is pretty good. So a lot of healing made for Otherworld Battle. And then we have Dr. Voodoo, where we have decreased damage by 30% and it increases basic all attack by 15%, which is kind of basic. And we have the new Future Pass, where the icons are Man-Thing, Doctor Strange, and Yeah, and then we have Dr. Voodoo, and then we're gonna have a new one with the Avengers. So maybe that's an insight to another update, either next month or whatever. So I kind of look okay. So, and we have the uniform collection, and another improvement for the Celestial Essence. When you gamble for artifacts, they finally did something right where you can auto purchase instead of having to click purchase again and then skip. You can just hit auto purchase and it'll go through all your essence by itself. So that is very nice. And we have some more applied game modes will be displayed when tapping the icon. Some effects on the upper left side of the main lobby screen, which you can do that anyway, I think. Okay, and now let's see. And then they did change when there are 2 or more heroes in a team who are equipped with CTPs of insight with different reforged options, both will apply. So if you have 2 CTPs of insights on each character and they have a different role on it, they won't stack, but they will both activate. So that's pretty cool. Have a couple changes from World Boss Mephisto and Kang, and the progress time for Multiverse Invasion has been decreased from 2 minutes to 1 minute, so it'll be a little bit quicker. And some game error fixes. So that's it for the patch notes. I'm glad for the Celestial Essence change of life. We definitely needed that. But I am definitely ready to get my hands on Man-Thing. We haven't had a free-to-play character in maybe 2 years. I think Cersei and Kingo are the last 2. So, like I said, you can get this guy for free. So that's very good. So that's good for free-to-plays. So let me know what y'all guys think of the patch notes. Once I download everything in the morning, I'm gonna try everything out and bring y'all some content. And let me know what y'all guys think. Make sure y'all smash that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.